Hey everyone, this is Daniel from Phonearena with a video review of the Nokia Asha 210, which is clearly targeting heavy texters and instant messaging junkies with its physical portrait QWERTY, Wi-Fi and WhatsApp integration deep in the contact book. It also has the Nokia Slam feature for sharing images and videos via Bluetooth without having to pair it first. The Asha 210 is a rather boxy 0.46 inches, 11.8 millimeters thick portrait QWERTY handset, which actually lies pretty well in the hand and whose set of keys is pretty clicky and fast to master, unless you have larger digits that cover 2 or even 3 letters at once. The space bar here, it doubles as a on-off switch for the Wi-Fi connectivity upon long press. You can turn it off and on. And the key on the left, the symbol key here, does the same for Bluetooth. Besides the usual call and the two context keys, navigation is done via this large home button in the middle with an elliptical trackpad for navigation in the menus. Nokia added 2 dedicated quick launch keys as well. One for your social needs here that can be programmed to launch the Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, or simply the browser apps. And the other is for a fast camera access. All the keys are with good tactile feedback and they are pretty easy to feel and press. The dual SIM version of the Asha 210 comes with this hot swap slot on the left side that takes regular cards and is covered with a protective flap in the same color as the phone's candy chassis, which comes in pink, yellow, white and blue colors. The default SIM card slot is under the battery, right here. Under the back cover, again a regular size, and there's a micro SD slot inside as well for storage expansion, stuffed with a 2 GB piece out of the box. The build quality of the Nokia Asha 210 feels pretty sturdy. There are no creaks or gaping crevices even on the back, where the easy to pry open back cover is snapped into place. Granted, the handset is rather thick and squarish, but the design is kind of cute, and the plastic is of a pretty pleasant to hold quality for the price point. There's a basic 2.4 inches 320 by 240 pixel screen. That's what Nokia has chosen for the Asha 210, and it's 169 ppi pixel density. Make the new Series 40 UI appear somewhat pixelated even in this small diagonal. The display is otherwise sufficiently bright with a tad subdued colors and with decent vertical viewing angles. The horizontal ones are pretty bad though, which will keep you from prying eyes in the metro train at least. The new Series 40 interface for non-touch Ashas doesn't differ much from the one we already reviewed with the Asha 302. The icons are very Symbian-like, and there's a shortcut row at the bottom here on the home screen for quick access to your most used applications. Above them, the Asha 210 sports this widget for rapid firing of the music and radio apps, and in the dual SIM version here we have another widget at the top which gives you the signal status of both SIM cards, which are hot swappable. As the phone immediately connects to the second line upon insertion, you don't have to power it off first. And this is for access to the SIM Manager app as well, that lets you control which card to use for calls, text, data, and so on by default. Nokia is selling the phone as a social and messaging powerhouse that would be suitable for the first phone of your teen, for example. That's why there's dedicated Facebook or WhatsApp button here, and prominently placed messaging apps right here. And the WhatsApp application lets you quickly attach a photo from the gallery, shoot to your group on the fly, but the whole process is pretty cumbersome with the context menus and trackpad keys, not to mention the typing speed if you have larger hands. So this programmable messaging key seems to be there mostly for marketing purposes. That goes for things like the YouTube icon and app as well. It simply fires up the browser and takes you to the mobile version of the YouTube site, as you can see, and that's about it. The Asha 210 feels pretty slow with a basic ARM processor and just 32 megs of RAM, despite the Series 40 UI, which is not graphically intensive. Going in and out of apps or simply strolling through menus takes quite a bit for modern standards. There's a 2GB micro SD card for storing your pics, videos and files by default. And you can always add another for up to 32 GB of storage. The Nokia Express browser pre-caches the pages on Nokia servers and streams optimized content to you, saving you a lot on data traffic. But on this 2.4-inch screen, you'd be hard-pressed to stay in the browser longer than needed for a quick reference or just watching low-quality YouTube vids, as the Asha sports a simple 2G connectivity. So the addition of Wi-Fi is a huge plus. It also has Bluetooth and FM radio through the connected headphones, serving as the antenna. There's no GPS though, so Nokia Maps navigation is out of the question. It's the YouTube video playback and it throws buffering on 60%. The gallery, music and video players serve your basic needs, though they aren't graphically rich by a long stretch. You can edit photos in the gallery with basic editing functions, add effects and so on. There are equalizer presets in the music player, and video playback will go up to a VGA resolution, but the experience on this smallish screen is understandably not that joyful. Here it is. As you can hear, the audio of the video keeps running in the background, and the currently played video appears here on the widget. The 2-megapixel shooter on the back of the Asha 210 lacks a flash and can only shoot very low resolution videos that are good for nothing. It is pretty quick to focus and snap though, but saving the photo takes a while afterwards, so shot times are about 4 or 5 seconds at least. There are a couple of effects you can apply to your pictures, and that's about it in terms of features for the camera. The pictures actually look fine for the expected camera quality. Granted, the reds are somewhat off and there's plenty of noise, but detail is enough for a 2-megapixel shooter, and the phone gets high dynamic range scenes right most of the time. Plus, there are no white balance issues. The Nokia Asha 210 goes for around $70 without the contract subsidies, so for that price you can't really ask for more than its good call quality, decent picture taking and cool exterior. It is rather slow though, and the dedicated messaging features and the whole Series 40 apps situation come in rather gimmicky. For this kind of money you can't really get even a low-end Android, though it recommends splurging a bit more for one given the features trade-off. But you can look at the touchscreen equipped Ashas, for example, like the 310, where at least you have more screen real estate to work with. If you're nostalgic for portrait QWERTYs though, the Asha 210 is a quite cutesy and ultra affordable representative. To sum it up, as the advantages of the phone, we would point out the good call quality. There's a good build quality and a pleasant to hold chassis, and this hot swap dual SIM capability, while the disadvantages are that it's feels slow and the keyboard feels rather cramped for larger hands. This was a video review of the Nokia Asha 210 from Phonearena. For more information about this and other handsets, you can visit us at phonearena.com.